I didn't sell anything. I'm so gutted. Welcome to this market prep vlog with me, Spicy Bean, aka Lauren. I'm going to take you through this week with me. I am vending on 2 days this weekend, so both Saturday and Sunday. So I've got quite a lot of prep that I need to do. So I'm going to bring you guys along with me and looking at the sort of stuff that I do to prep. Milo is here in the background. Milo, are you going to come and say hello? Here he is, isn't it? Yeah, so he's going to be with me this week. So for full context, I normally work full time. I am in the process of working my notice period at the moment because I won't be working full time anymore. However, I am currently a teacher, so I am off for the Easter holidays at the moment. So that means that I've got the next 2 weeks to get ready, prep, and just make sure that I'm ready for all of my market events. So I've got, as I said, 2 markets this weekend, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, and then next weekend, which is the Easter weekend, I am vending on the Saturday up in Manchester, Media City, which I am so excited for because Manchester was my first makers market, not at Media City, but I'm really excited to go and vend at Media City. And then I've got quite a few markets coming up all over the place into May and June. So it's really just a chance for me to sort of catch up, get myself together, focus on what I want to focus on, and make sure that I've got everything that I could possibly need for my markets. It is currently Monday. I have woke up, had breakfast, coffee, all of that jazz. I have decided that I am going to go and work at a coffee shop today because typically if I am drawing digitally or doing any sort of admin work, I much prefer to be out of the house. So I'm going to go get myself a coffee, sit down and just power through. I've got a list of things I want to do today. So today is kind of an admin day, catch-up day, if that makes sense. So first thing on my list is I've decided that I want to offer free stickers for people that follow me. I am going to really work on creating 3 different stickers, which will just be sort of freebies and incentives for people to follow me because I want to grow my following. And then figuring out how I display that on my booth. And I also just want to have a look at how I'm going to display my stickers. So I'm thinking of maybe doing a bit of research this morning while I was having a drink. Drinks a lot. There we go. So I'm going to have a look this morning at how I can maybe display my stickers differently. I'm thinking maybe a chalkboard. So I'm going to have a look on online really and see if I can get myself sort of a big chalkboard that I can display the stickers that I'm really hoping to sell. Because at my last market, my stickers didn't really sell. And you know, that's okay. There's lots of different reasons for that. You know, people might not just like them. It might be that they weren't what they were looking for. They're too niche, you know, all those sorts of things. And that's absolutely fine. But I do feel that the way that I had them displayed was a big factor in that. Just as people typically do an acrylic tiered, I think it's like nail polish stand. And my stickers at the moment, because I produce them myself, they're not all equal in size, and obviously they are completely handmade. So there's that more rough around the edges sort of finish to them, which, you know, is reflected in the price because I sell them for £1.50 at markets, and I know that lots of people charge, you know, sort of much upwards of that for them when they're getting them outsourced. So I try to be fair and reflective in the price. However, I do think that it was too much visually, you know, all of these stickers, sort of different sizes, different types of stickers, because I've got anime stickers, I've got Ghibli stickers, I've got just general like Japanese food stickers and things, you know, sort of random themes of them. They all kind of fit into a theme, but I think when they're all together, it's just a bit too overwhelming. So I am going to have a look at that today. So that's on my to-do list. So yeah, let's see how far we get on, and I'll take you guys with me. So, update on where we're at. I have just got home, it's nearly 3 o'clock. I spent a good chunk of the morning and afternoon at the coffee shop, just doing lots of little bits. So I've managed to make my signage for my free stickers, finalise my free stickers so they're ready to print now, which I'm going to do in a moment. And I've also been thinking and planning out offering craft clubs to local primary schools. So I've been kind of putting together all the documentation for that. So I'm actually a qualified teacher. However, as I mentioned, I'm coming out of the classroom, but I still want to keep in touch with the teacher part of myself, because working with children is something that I've always been very passionate about. So I'm very, very keen to continue to do that. So I'm hoping that I can offer polymer clay classes or acrylic painting classes to children where they get to create something, but that's in line with what they're interested in, because I have worked for the last 3 years with special needs children, particularly children with autism and ADHD who have very intense hyperfixations and interests. And I know the value of encouraging them to embrace their interests and then applying it to something creative. With the children that I work with, for example, I have been taking polymer clay in for them to use, and they have been really enjoying it. But creating things that they're interested in, so it's not necessarily like little ghost earrings or, cute little frogs and things like I like to do for my small business. It's more about what they're interested in, their hyperfixation or just their general interest. So I really want to offer that to children in mainstream schools as an after school club. So that's what I've been planning today, doing all the boring legality stuff behind the scenes, thinking about resourcing, logistics, and just looking at some schools that I can maybe contact in my local area as well to offer that. So I've been very productive. I think I've done everything on my to-do list I need to check, apart from printing my stickers out, which is what I'm going to start doing in a moment. But because I have been productive and because it's the Easter holiday for me and it's my first day, I decided to treat myself. It probably won't seem like a lot, but I brought a canvas because I absolutely love canvas painting. I don't get to do it very often because the problem with canvases is that you run out of space very quickly. It's like, where do I put this canvas? Where do I put that canvas? And also, painting is more of my hobby, whereas I've come to find digital art, for example, as something that I am investing my time into for my business. It's not necessarily something that I do for myself. So the canvas is something that I am going to be doing for myself. I'm still thinking about what to do with it. I am thinking about maybe something Ghibli style because of all of the trend at the moment with the AI Ghibli ChatGPT stuff. I thought I have seen all of these traditional artists doing the drawings and paintings of themselves as Ghibli characters. So I'm thinking of maybe doing myself, my partner and my dog in that style with a cute sort of Howl's Moving Castle-esque backdrop, maybe, sort of the nature, but I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to maybe think about that in a bit, but first I need to print out my stickers, so let's go. I'm so gutted. I've just realised that I only had 2 sticker sheets left. I designed 3 free stickers. So it's either that I order some more before this weekend, which I think is what I'm gonna have to do, or I just offer 2. Good morning, it is Tuesday and I've actually got a bit of a different day today. So as I said, where is he? Here he is. Hey Milo. I am off this week because it is Easter holidays for me as a teacher. So me and a couple of my friends are gonna go to the Monkey Forest in Stoke, or I think it is Stoke-on-Trent, I think. So we're gonna go there. I'm very excited because I've never been, and it's gonna be a bit of a different day. But before I go, I have now got a blackboard, so I have got all of my stickers, and I'm gonna have a look at how I could arrange those, see how far I get, and then hopefully finish that off later. So I've just filmed a couple of Instagram reels and TikTok reels to kind of get me set up for the week. As you can see, I've got some of my products that I've been featuring in them. I'm just getting really itchy now for the market on Saturday. I am so excited to get there and to hopefully meet some people and, you know, hopefully sell some things. But I did have a nightmare last night that I didn't sell anything. And I've got a feeling that I might keep having that for a few days, so yeah. But anyway, let's go to the Monkey Forest. So I thought I'd do a quick office tour because I just realised I've not really been in here very much. So this is our office. I share it with my partner. We have got lots of different pieces of artwork displayed, things that we've done. So I've done this one and that one of No Face, not particularly proud of that one. This was one of my first digital pieces that I did. It was quite a symbolic piece at the time because it was the idea of falling from hell into heaven. My era's taught memorabilia. This was something I had commissioned for me and my partner because we both love anime, and then that's our doggo in the middle. My partner did this of Zabuza from Naruto. We love Lego, so we've got lots of Lego and some little Rick and Morty things. This was one of our first date nights actually when we first started living together. We've then got plushies. These are not all of them and they're not very well organised at the moment. Got an Empire Strikes Back metal plate, I guess you'd call it. Also one of my other pieces that I'd done ages ago when I first got into digital art. One of my first air dry clay sculpts, a little Polaroid stand. Another Rick and Morty, and then here is my desk. It's a bit messy because I've just been taking photos, but yeah, so I've got my Joey Mochi print here and the other ones are on the other side. My dead plants, of course, being a bad plant mom, you know. Lots of little trinkets, some of my stickers. Behind my screen I've got loads of different Polaroid photos from different places. This is so I can connect my iPad and use my iPad as a bit of a computer if I'm typing and things. This was actually my second ever digital art print, I guess you could call it, that I did, but the idea was that I kind of used very heavily referenced images on this, so I can't hand on heart say that this is original work, but it was my first try at using Adobe Illustrator, which I don't use anymore, but that was my first shot at it. And then I had my partner had it printed for me, so that is there as a little bit of a reminder of where I've come from. I've got a cute little crochet orchid, probably better that I get some more crochet plants. Another thing that I did, a page from the manga, I think it's the first manga, with Luffy, that again I quite heavily referenced it from the actual page, but then I did do the colourings and things on my own, and some of the text. I mean, I don't even know what this is, to be honest. It's supposed to be No Face, but it's just not great. Lots of different books, The Artist's Way over there, which I need to do. Another piece of Taylor Swift fan art that I did ages and ages ago. If you aren't getting the vibe, I am a Swiftie. When I first started doing, my partner and I first launched a digital art company last year, and these were the sorts of things that we were doing. It's not sort of in action anymore, but I did really enjoy doing this sort of outline work. Then got little manga collection. Currently reading Kaiju number 8. I've got a cute little book nook that I made and was the bane of my life. Lots of little cute trinkets and things like that I've made out of various types of clay. Yor and Anya. My other Joey Mochi posters. I mean, look at how cute they are. I love this one. Look at them gambling. So sweet. And then, yeah, I've just got a pretty natural light out. Oh, this is quite funny. We went to Harry Potter Studios and we were, you know, undesirable at that point. So that's quite funny. So yeah, that is my desk and part of the office. Don't laugh. Hi everyone, it is now Thursday. I'm sorry I didn't manage to capture anything yesterday because my partner was working from home, and I was just getting lots of stuff done, and also I kind of couldn't bother to get ready. You know, I was just chilling all day. So yeah, but we got lots of things done yesterday, lots of sticker cutting, going through inventory. I've managed to speak to an accountant as well, so all that sort of admin-y side of stuff was working on yesterday. Today has been full on market prep. I made a sale on Etsy of something that I wanted to take with me, so I've had to remake a few of them now that I know that they're popular. And I also, while I was in the mood to sculpt, I thought I'm just going to get some more stuff done, and I also need to get some more clay soon, so I kind of had this idea that I'm going to try and use up the clay that I had left. So I'll show you now where I'm up to with it. I haven't glazed them yet. Me and Myla are going to go for a walk, then it will be glazing time using the beautiful sun outside. So yeah, let me show you what I've done. Right, you will have to excuse the mess and the fact that there's some dodgy sculpts there that I was just kind of messing around with. But what I have done is I've used the clay that I had left to basically make some worry stones that are just kind of different patterns and you know, the scrap bits of clay basically. So I've remade quite a few of my ducky earrings to take with me to the Easter markets this weekend. I've remade and improved this little guy, which he'll be a phone stand, so he will be on a wooden log. Got some more Polaroid stands, and look at how cute this one is. This might be one of my favourite things that I've sculpted. So it's a capybara with a little spicy bean on the top. He's saying, "Take me for a walk now." But I thought this was really cute. So yeah, that's what I've been busy doing this morning. So we're going to go for a walk. Say ruff. Say ruff. Yes, you want to go for a walk. So we're going to go for a walk and then it's Blaze It time. Woohoo!
Have you got a stick over there? Hey.
Happy Friday. So I'm probably going to end this week's vlog here. I've had a really busy week. I've actually been so tired today that I have spent quite a bit of time sleeping because I just felt like I needed to catch up. So please excuse the state of me and the Pepsi Max in the background. But yeah, I'm currently just working on a backing card, which I'm going to try and use for my earrings moving forward because I've run out of my sort of pre-bought ones that I'm just sort of handwriting on. So I've just been working on that as it's pretty relaxing for me to do. And I've been working on getting everything ready for this weekend because I've got double markets. So thank you for watching and I will catch up with you guys in the next one.